Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video we are recapping the NBA draft. So for the first pick was Cade Cunningham to the Detroit Pistons. Second pick was Jalen Green to the Houston Rockets. Third pick was Evan Mobley to the Cavaliers. The fourth pick was Scottie Barnes to the Raptors. The fifth pick was Jalen Suggs to the Magic, who have too many point guards. They have like 5 point guards on their team. So they didn't need another guard, but they have too many. The sixth pick was Josh Giddey to the Thunder, and he played overseas in the NBL last season in the same league that LaMelo Ball played in. And Josh Giddey actually won Rookie of the Year last season over in the league. The seventh pick to the Warriors was Jonathan Kuminga. The eighth pick to the Magic was Franz Wagner, and his brother is actually a center on that team, so they're going to be playing on the same team next season. The ninth pick was Davion Mitchell, a guard out of Baylor, and he won the championship last year for Baylor, and he's gotten comparisons to Donovan Mitchell, who played college at Louisville, and they wear the same jersey number. They have the same initials. So yeah, that's that. And the 10th pick to the Grizzlies was Zaire Williams out of Stanford. The 11th pick to the Hornets was James Bouknight out of UConn. The 12th pick to the Spurs was Josh Primo out of Alabama. The 13th pick was Chris Duarte to the Pacers, and he played for Oregon last season. And then the 14th pick was Moses Moody to the Warriors. Now, that's the lottery from 1 to 14. And the Pelicans are supposed to have the 10th pick, but they made a trade with the Grizzlies. And then Eric Bledsoe, the 10th pick, Steven Adams, and future second-round picks. And the Lakers pick next year to the Grizzlies for Jonas Valanciunas and pick 17. So the Pelicans gave up. They traded down 7 picks just to get rid of those contracts that they had. And now I'm going to skip a little bit because the lottery was like the main thing. I'm going to skip to the Kentucky players that were drafted. We had Isaiah Jackson drafted 22nd to the Lakers, but that pick went to the Wizards as a part of the Russell Westbrook trade. And the Wizards traded that pick to the Indiana Pacers for Aaron Holiday, so Isaiah Jackson will be a Pacer next season. And then Brandon Boston Jr. was picked 51st by the Memphis Grizzlies, and that pick was traded to the Los Angeles Clippers, so he will be a Clipper next season. So there's like a lot that went on with there was a lot of trades. There was, obviously 60 players drafted. There was the whole draft yesterday. There's a lot of stuff going on. Kentucky's only recruit for 2022 released a statement saying that we should have 2 more commitments coming within the next couple of days or weeks. And for me, that would be, I predict that's Shaedon Sharpe, the number 8 player in the class of 2022, and he's like a shooting guard. So I think he's like a top 2 to 3 guard in the class. And then Jalen Duren, who's the number 1 overall player in the class of 2022, with the potential to reclassify to this year. And if he reclassifies to this season and we get him for this season, then he'll be a candidate for the number 1 pick in the 2022 NBA draft, which would be good for us because then we could potentially have another number 1 pick, and that'd be for John Calipari at Kentucky, but 5 total with Derrick Rose, who he coached at Memphis before he came to Kentucky. And with how deep our team is this year, we have 12 players, 12 scholarship players, a total of 15 players. So we'll probably have to platoon system again, like he did the year we went 38-1 and lost in the Final Four to Wisconsin, and we had 7 players leave, but only 6 got drafted. Aaron Harrison unfortunately didn't get drafted, but his brother did. Everyone else did. Karl Anthony Towns was the first pick that year. 2012, AD was first. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist was second. 2010, John Wall was first. DeMarcus Cousins was fifth. So we've had like a lot of top tier guys get drafted, and we've had some guys go to like in the second round that could have been first round picks if they had gotten more of a chance at Kentucky. But with all the other guys ahead of them overachieving and injuries happening, they don't get as much. They don't do as good as some of the other players, and then they leave early because they want to try and go pro to make some type of money because they weren't making money in college. But now with the NIL rules, and you can now go to the G League, it's like when the G League started last season, no one was making money in college. So it's like people that wanted to go from high school but didn't want to go straight to the NBA but wanted to make money at the same time could go to the G League. But now that you can make money while in college, the NIL kind of cancels out the G League. But then people will still go to the G League because you're learning under the likes of NBA players and teams and coaches. You have guys that are in the G League that were in the NBA before that you have as like mentors and guys that can like help you with your game and get into the league basically and be the player who you want to be and like show the world what you can do with your talent. So like we have the potential to probably have like 7 or 8 guys drafted next year, depending on if we get Jalen Duren this season, right? Because if we do, yes, he'll take opportunities away from the other front court guys, like mainly the centers, because he's a center. So he'll take opportunities away from Oscar Tshiebwe, Damian Collins, Lance Ware, who can play center, Bryce Hopkins, who's like a 4, and then Keon Jacob, who will play the 3 and the 4 this season. It's like everyone will have opportunities taken away because we have so many guys that actually deserve to get minutes and stuff. Not everyone's going to be happy, but with the NIL rules, they should be happy for at least a little while because they're making money while they're not even playing, basically. Or while they're sitting on the bench doing nothing. And a player will get hurt, their stock will drop, and then another player will come in not having any stock, basically at all. And they'll try and work their way up. And then you have other guys, they'll try and work their way up and try and get onto like the draft boards, and then other guys will be going down because they'll be trying to go up, just thinking about themselves, and then the team won't cooperate with each other. And if you're going to win a game, you have to win as a team. No 1 or 2 people can do it by themselves. You have to play as a team. It's a team game. You have to sacrifice for your whole team if you want to win. Like John Calipari said before, like the 38-1 team and our championship team. And the Harrison Twins freshman year when we went to the championship game, they all sacrificed to be able to do that and experience that. You have to want to do that. Like, yes, it hurts your draft stock for the NBA or whatever, but teams will look at, oh, you were doing this and you were doing that to help out your team, which is stuff that they want, and they want you to help your team so you can win. They don't want you to try and do it all on your own and make mistakes or like not know what you're doing. You need to do it together as a team to be able to actually win games and things. So that's what Kentucky will need to do this season, is play together as a team and win. Like if you have a shot but there's somebody else that's open, you could just pass it to that person because like say, for example, Mintz is open on the 3-point line and Jacob Toppin is open in the paint. Mintz can either take the 3 and potentially miss it, and then a player on the other team get the rebound, or he can pass it to Jacob Toppin and let him either lay it up or dunk it, which will get Toppin points, and it'll get mints an assist, yes, it won't get him points and stuff, but it'll still get him assists. Because points are easier to get. To get an assist, you have to pass it to your teammate, and then they have to make it, which doesn't always happen. Like, yes, I know players that can also deal with their stock as like not having a lot of assists. Well, if you pass it and then the player doesn't make it, it's not your fault that you're not getting an assist. It's that player's fault because they didn't make the shot. So I feel like NBA teams will judge players based on that when it's not their fault they didn't get the assist because they were passing it. The other players just didn't make it. So it's not their fault they didn't get the assist. So if you liked this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and let me know down below in the comments what you would like to see next.